What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Zanif Tech here, and let's get on with the review of the dbrand skin for the new 14-inch MacBook Pro. This does also apply to the 16 inches, and I got my hands on the space gray color variant, so that's why I decided to do a little bit of matte black texture to make it look good, as you can see, with the overlay with the black keys, and it looks really good with a matte black trackpad. So it looks like an amazing skin. It does protect your device from scratches, but there are some issues as well with the skin that I've noticed. As you can see, it started with installation. It doesn't look exactly perfect, but you know, it's almost there. You could probably install this perfect, or maybe there's an issue with the actual alignment, which most likely there isn't. But over the years, when I've used MacBook dbrand skins, I've always had an issue where getting them perfect was not always the case. But overall, it looks good enough to protect your new investment, like this new MacBook Pro. And they did make some changes on the MacBook design, so now you don't have that display strip anymore. If you're familiar with the dbrand installation process, then keep that in mind as well, not to look for that strip, because they don't include it anymore, because you don't really need one and it's not part of the back chassis no more. So otherwise, you can see the screws are still accessible, they're just not perfectly aligned. The other thing you may notice is the fingerprints on the skin. The matte black attracts a lot of fingerprints. This isn't an issue with the actual dbrand skin, but more of the texture that the skin is come. So it's a 3M material, so it does attract that, you know, finish where it has a fingerprint magnet to it. So if you want no fingerprints, then definitely go for like a carbon fiber look or a different color or pastel color that doesn't really show that fingerprint. On the top, it looks a little bit better than the bottom skin, of course, but it's not good as well. You can still notice the oils and the different smudges on the skin, which when it's open, it doesn't look that good, as you can see from this angle. So definitely, I'm going to be going over to a different type of material, but I'm sticking with dbrand skins because they work perfect with covering up your devices, so you don't have to worry about scratches. It does seem also that the Apple logo has changed on these MacBook Pros, and it's a bit bigger. So the cutout does have some indentation showing that there's a bigger logo behind it. For scratches, as you can see, it does not go through the material. You know, my fingernails are not as strong as keys or anything, but it should protect your device on the top and the bottom where you have the skins, because those are the bigger portions of the actual device and you don't have to worry about them scratching, besides the sides, of course. So if you want side protection, then definitely look into getting a case, maybe a clear case with a dbrand skin, that works as well. But going on to the trackpad, I do have some issues with the trackpad. Basically, there's like a little delay with the matte black skin for some reason. Maybe if it was a smoother texture, then you wouldn't have these issues. And then the also thing that I noticed that I haven't had with any other MacBooks is the edges of the trackpad skin do kind of lift up. Well, not lift the actual skin up, but you can feel them. So when you're sliding over gestures from the outside chassis into the trackpad, like the notification center, you do feel a slight texture on the skin, but it does absorb all of your oils that would normally go on the actual trackpad and make it look really rough after a couple of years of use. So when you take that skin off, you would have no issues. The packaging looks good as well. I mean, they always change it up, but it looks really nice. I really do enjoy that. And the cloth inside that they give you is really nice material that you can use for various things besides, you know, just installing the skin. But in the beginning, you can use it to smooth out your actual skin and not have to worry about any raised edges, or, you know, more of the edges where they raise up and they kind of bother you. You can smooth those out so you have those perfectly smooth edges, and you don't have to worry about it catching onto something like some type of material in your backpack and lifting the skin up. So just smooth out those edges, go through it once, and then you should be good to go from there. It won't lift up, you know. I do apply some heat on the sides just to keep those down and not worry about it lifting and peeling. But speaking of peeling, if you do want to peel the skin off, it is not hard at all. And guess what? There's no residue. So with cheaper skins and materials, there's always some type of like gluey, sticky material, and you don't want that on your expensive MacBook Pro. So this is definitely the way to go if you want to sell it down the road, and you can just take off the skin and then you have a pristine computer underneath if you put the skin on, you know, starting the first day of use. And as you can see here, when you take off the trackpad skin as well, there's no oils because I installed it right when I bought it. So it looks really good and it protects really well, even though, you know, the various problems that it has. I can definitely, you know, accept that and protect my device. But overall, if you did enjoy the skin and the review, then definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're gonna get one. Tell me how I did on the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Zanif Tech is out.